Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Carbajal, and today I am here to answer some questions that I've been getting over the past few months or so. It's been a crazy year. This year I was diagnosed with ALS, I was engaged, I got married, I was on the Ellen show 3 times, and it's been a crazy year, crazy year. And so today I'm gonna answer some questions and stuff that I've been meaning to get to. I have difficulty typing, and so it's a little easier for me to just talk to the camera and answer your questions this way. If I don't address your question today, just leave it in the comment section down below and I'll hopefully get to them very soon, okay? All right, so let's get right into it. I have my phone here. I'm gonna answer questions on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube, and so I'm gonna get right into it. And here we go. How do you stay so positive? To be honest, I think I just take each day at a time. I try not to overthink it as much. I'm not always positive either. I have my moments, and I think that's important, is to realize that we all go through these hardships and these challenging times, and you know, it's okay to feel that sadness, but it's, you know, you can't stay in that sadness for too long. You got to let it get out of your system and then kind of look around, and there's so much other things to be appreciative and grateful for, and I think that's how I look at it. Also, I have such an amazing family, and my wife and my mother and my sister and my siblings. It's just, I'm grateful to have their support and love and encouragement, and I think it's just a combination of all of those things is how I deal with my everyday thing. But I think for the most part, it's just taking one day at a time, and you know, counting the blessings and the abilities that I still haven't lost, and that I still have. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. Next question is, are you on any medication? No, I'm not on any medication, so to say. I was taking a medication called Ralutech, and it costs about $200 a pill, and it's supposed to extend my life by 2 to 3 months. So it's, and there's a lot of questioning of its efficacy. I'm currently not taking it. My insurance doesn't cover it anymore. So I am, however, using medicinal marijuana. Maybe I'll create another video about medicinal marijuana. You might want to know more about that. Let me know. Let's see. Does it hurt? Yes, it does and can and will hurt. But as far as pain, I get a lot of really heavy muscle cramps in my fingers. Sometimes my fingers will get like really crooked and stuck, and it hurts really bad. I'll get muscle cramps in my neck where I can't bend it down for like, I don't know, a good couple minutes, and it's just excruciating pain. But this path of ALS can and will get very discomforting and painful. It's actually something I get pretty often, and it's the question, I have these symptoms, I'm pretty sure I have ALS. Do you think I have ALS based off of these symptoms? What do you think I should do? And usually what I say is that I'm not a medical professional. Every single ALS is completely different. And there's not like one specific test to tell you that you have ALS. It's kind of, the doctors will rule out a long series of other potential neurological and disorders and diseases and issues. Like I said, I'm not the medical profession. I just highly recommend that you talk to your physician and see a neurologist to try to get a better understanding of what you're going through. All right, so hopefully that helps. It breaks my heart to hear things like that, but I can't give complete input because, like I said, every single ALS is different. So, okay, the next question: can you show some physical things such as how your hands, fingers have progressed, as well as your shoulders, or anything else that you have noticed that has been changing? My hands and fingers, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have like atrophy in this part of my hands. I used to have a lot more muscles than this. I've been gaining a lot of weight too. It's doctor's orders, really. But for the most part, I have atrophy in my hands and arms. It feels like I'm carrying a lot of weight when I'm picking up my arms or hands, so taking like a shower feels like a workout. That's my current condition. It progresses and gets worse. So I can show you some of my fisculations. I have to take off my shirt though, so let me just excuse someone real quick. Maybe I'll just do this. All right, so let me see if I can show you. So if I lift up my arms, I'm not sure if you can see how my muscles just like freak out. So when I use them, I feel the I just feel like it's an incredible amount of work. It's, for the most part, it's a lot of twitching, tremors, and weakness. Like feeling you have to carry my arms like that. I guess it's just what it is. I'm not sure if that makes any sense at all, or if that helps. I'm also getting twitches and tremors in my jaw. I'm not sure if my muscles in my face are starting to atrophy or not, but I'm hoping not yet. All right, let me put my shirt back on and I'll get to the next question. Or maybe I should just leave my shirt off, huh? Yep, I'm just gonna leave my shirt off. You can't see my nips anyways. I don't think you can. I'll crop it off if you can. Okay, let me get to the next question. Does it progress quicker when you're under more stress? I think it does, and I kind of think that a lot of the stress that I have had in my life and doing a variety of things might have been a trigger for my disease potentially. So I'm trying to live a stress-free life. Definitely when I'm very anxious or in stressful situations, I feel a lot more fasciculations throughout my entire body, even my chest and shoulders. So it's pretty prevalent. Maybe it may not progress it faster, but it definitely aggravates my symptoms and makes them worse. So I can't imagine that that's good for anyone or for any situation. What is your heritage? I am half Hispanic. My dad was from Mexico, and he's full Mexican. My mother side of the family, my mom's half German, half Irish. So I'm just a amalgamation of all of those, I guess. Is ALS only genetic, or can anyone get it? No, anybody can get ALS. I guess that's the scary thing, right? Maybe 5 to 10% of ALS cases is genetic. But for the most part, there's not a really complete understanding of how people get ALS, and a lot needs to be found out, and hopefully we can figure that out soon. Can you die from ALS? Yes, you can die from ALS. Actually, ALS has no survivors, so, but we're trying to change that. So if you want to help contribute, there'll be a link or a website here maybe. I'm gonna try to put that up there magically. But consider donating to als.net or alsbucks.org. What was your first symptom? My first symptom was hand weakness. I couldn't shuffle cards. I'm a photographer at heart, so I had a hard time changing my settings at the weddings that I was photographing, and it became more and more worse. One day I couldn't button my shirt. I had to ask my assistant to do it for me, and that was kind of a pivotal moment in my realization. What is your mom like, and how does she communicate with everyone? How was your mom before ALS? Was she active? Was she working? Currently, my mother she can still speak, but very, very timidly, soft-spokenly, and she's in the process of getting a communication device that will help her communicate. It keeps track of her eye movements, and she can spell out each character, and she'll be able to communicate through a computer, but we're trying to get that all figured out and squared away. Before my mom had ALS, my mother is very young. She's in her early 40s. She's 43, I think. I might have got that wrong, but she had my sister and I when she was 16. Single parent, worked really, really, really hard, and she's definitely that. She's a hard worker. She's also was really silly and just very ambitious and never made excuses. And if you meet her, she's such a radiant beauty of awesomeness, and I love her to death. So let's see, what's the next question? Next question is, what is your next plan in life? Traveling, children, question mark, question mark. Really, I'm looking forward to a simple life. Life with family and friends, and spreading more awareness for ALS. I'm thinking about doing something along in the photography world again. I've been away from it and I miss it deeply. I'm giving speeches. I'm going to the Country Music Festival. I'm going to be giving a speech there. I'm actually giving a USC commencement speech this May as well. I am going to continue to do what I can to bring awareness to this disease, and also live life and live in the present. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, as far as children goes, we don't plan on having children as of now. If we do, we would probably consider adopting, but for a variety of reasons. I am essentially a big baby and probably will need to be taken care of a little bit later down the road. And then I have this genetic disposition. I wouldn't want to pass that genetic mutation down to my kids. That's the current state that we're in right now, but that might change later on down the road. How do you stay strong, and what advice can you give to someone going through a difficult time? I think staying strong is part of it is I have my weak times, and it's allowing myself to feel that weakness and that sadness, getting it out of my my system, and realizing it's okay to feel sad. And then I don't stay there too long. I'll get out and live life and hug my wife or my family and just get out there. Life is short, and I think we all will go through at least one or multiple times in our life where life is very, very difficult, but just remembering that is just temporary. Life does get better, and not only that, but there's so many other things around us to be grateful for, and life is awesome, and we just got to go out and live it. And yeah, I'm not sure if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. But smile, I'm your friend too, and I appreciate your guys' support. Your guys' love makes this such an easier or less difficult situation. All right, can you still move your fingers and toes? I can move my fingers and toes. My legs are not affected, and as of now yet, and so it's primarily all upper body stuff. So yes, I can still move those things. The next question I get all the time, it's, can you help me or my wife, my daughter, my husband get on the Ellen show? And I wish I could, but it doesn't work that way. I don't have any say or contribution. They contact me, and I don't know how that plays a part. So I can't. I think you have to go on their website, maybe submit a form, but I have no contribution to that area. Sorry, I wish I could help, but I can't. I think that will do it for now. I might create an additional follow-up to this video. I don't want it to be an hour long, so leave questions down below, and the most common ones or the best questions I'll get into the next video. But stay in touch. It's been a crazy year, like I said. I think it's almost been a year since my diagnosis, January 27th, I believe, 28th. And so, I don't know, stay in touch. This year is going to be crazy, but very fulfilling and rewarding, and I wish everyone the best, and I appreciate your support and love and everything you're doing for me. I'm going to go put on a t-shirt. It's Friday, and I'm going to go hang out with my wife. And oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, I haven't shaved. I'm growing my beard out. It's hard for me to shave, so I'm just like, you know what, F it. I'm just going to grow it out and just rock it. I guess that's it. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna go put a t-shirt on, and I think this is over, and thank you for watching. And again, leave any questions down below, and please subscribe and Instagram, and I love you all. Mwah! Bye.